Good evening, peeps. Yay! Tonight we've got Kendra. She's going to be talking about astrology. It's going to be very fun for us. And I put her links in the chat so you all can go sign up for her fan mail. I'm going to remind you too to go check it out, get some fan mail from Kendra because her fan mail is actually pretty good. I'm like, oh, okay, I like this. So check out her fan mail. And you can go to my website and sign up for my newsletter at gailgrace.net. Kendra's is knowyourselfwell.com. That's her website. Check out her website because we're going to talk about an event that's coming up too that Kendra's involved in. And I want everybody in Chicagoland that we know to show up. Okay? Okay. Hold on. I'll show it to you. Just a sec. All right. So I'm gonna put up some slides. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna go like this. And we're gonna go over here. And I just want to show you this because a bunch of you have bought the book. And holy cow, Rooney, you guys are so awesome. So if you could, since you like the book so much, please go over to Amazon and write a review for the Love Book because it helps the book, help people see the book, and I would appreciate it so much. I appreciate everybody's positive feedback from the Love Book. Okay, it is some of the things that you guys are saying, makes me so happy, brings tears to my eyes. So check out the Love Book. All right. And this Friday is $50 Friday. So it's $50 for 45 minutes for an intuitive reading and energy session. Please email me to book. You can email me at agangofgirlsinc@gmail.com. You can go over to the website, click events, and the first thing that pops up is the thing to send me an email. And that if you need something easy. Okay. All right. So that's this Friday. Remember to book your session. Please book by Wednesday. All right. Angels is free right now. Angels, a Psychic Story. It's free as a Kindle book right now. If you go on Amazon, you can grab it. It will be free, I think, until tomorrow morning. Yeah, I think it's free until tomorrow morning. So go check out Angels, a Psychic Story. A lot of you are interested in angels, and I know this because you talk about them. Here is a book on angels. All right. So the next thing, Kendra's going to talk about this. This is cool. And I see that there are some of you already watching. If you are from Chicagoland, check this out.
Yay!
All right, Kendra.
Okay, so it has been 10 years since I produced my last art show, and there's been an incredible opportunity to bring together 4 brilliant creatives, and each one of us are contributing to the theme driven what moves us. Now that is actually a little bit of a nod to the fact that the gallery space is above an automotive shop. Each of the artists, and the automotive shop is owned by an artist. So each one of us is taking on one of the topics: motive, mind, motor, and magic. Bet you can't guess which one is mine. But here we are. We are going to be showcasing painting, photography, building, and jewelry in the opening night and kickoff of the 2026 art season in Edison Park. So I want you to be just like Dana and get some tickets and come on out. Yeah. You can either get a $5 VIP Meet the Artist networking from 5 to 6 p.m. or you can do general admission 6 to 8, which is free, and come and hang out with people from all over the city who are absolutely wonderful. We are so excited. This is a rookie adventure for the photographer. He's coming in from New York City. He's somebody I discovered when I was in New York. and this is exactly why I came out of retirement. I shot my mouth off because my soul was saying, ooh, you're going to do this. And I said it out loud, and then I went, oh, crap, I have to do this. And it's been wonderful.
I think it's so awesome. So all you Chicagoland peeps, rock on. Go see the show, okay? Kendra's been putting up information about it on her Facebook page at KAE Lockhart. And friend her, and you can see the stuff that she's putting out about Driven.
Thank you.
Because you want to see it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so we're gonna.
This is going to be at a non-for-profit space called Salt Air Gallery, which is the second floor loft of the automotive space. And this is May 30th. So we're on our 6-week countdown, and it's getting super exciting.
Hey, Mary Bowberry. Hi, Dana. We see you. Okay, so tonight we're talking astrology. And Kendra always has her way of talking about astrology where we can understand what astrology is. And tonight she has themes for each month, and it will progress. So get your writing utensils out so that you can write down dates to pay attention to and understand maybe why you're feeling a certain way during different times of the months, because we feel certain ways during certain times of the month. And when she gets through, we'll talk about the energy wave that's moving through right now and why people are starting to feel a little bit easier. All right.
Yes. All right.
All right.
You ready? So in the past, when Oriel and I would collaborate, we got down to the ingredients of the recipe. We talked about where Mercury was and how to manage your languaging and your listening and your learning. Or we talk about Venus and what am I doing with my beauty and my worth and my wealth. Or Mars, where is my ambition or my aggression or my action plan? It is 2026. Things are moving in a whole new shuffle. So it's not as useful to give you teeny little snacks. Now we're going to take a look at the recipe itself instead of the ingredient list. And with that, so we have Aries season happening right now. We are going to talk about the month of April. Jot this down. Aries is reinvention theme. Yes. This is reinvention time. Your old identity is getting retired. You are trading it in. You're going to be a newer version of yourself. And that is exciting. You remember how you used to get excited to go and get all your school supplies for the brand new year? I got new pencils, I got new crayons. I'm like, oh, what's it like to be a second grader? I'm letting go of being a first grader. I did that. I know that. Let's get ready for what I don't know. So you're coming in to a freshened up version of your actual identity this month. This is why we are calling it reinvention. Now, with the reinvention comes a burst of energy in the form of an Aries stellium. Stellium is one of the words. I love the word stellium. Ariel has a different favorite word, which we will say later. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I won't. Okay, so what is a stellium, though?
So a stellium is when there is a meeting or a conference of planets in the same sign in very tight degrees to each other. Kind of like when you're all in a bus that's a little crowded, you get real close to your stranger neighbors. It's not like, oh, one's sitting in the front and one's in the back. We've got stretch room. Nope. We're all packed in a little bit like sardines. And so we're all going to interact. And if Oriel was 12 feet away from me, if I lose my balance, she doesn't care. But if I'm shoulder to shoulder with her and I lose my balance, she's going to feel it. So stellium are all interactions. It's like chords in music. So in this month, we have Mars, your planet of drives,
Yeah.
Saturn, your planet of structures, and Mercury, your planet of communication, all coming
Oh,
together and getting crammed into the same taxi on the 19th.
19th. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All
Now
right.
that sounds like oobly, but here's
No,
how you make magic out of it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yikes.
If you want to bolt forward, it better be marathon, not sprint. This is where you don't take little baby snacky steps. You go, well, what is the 7-course meal going to look like if I do the thing? So it's like chess. I make the move, 3 moves out. Chess is the perfect combination of Mars and Saturn together. I
Yeah.
want to win, but I have to think 3 steps ahead.
Yep.
So that is how you're going to chess this. And Mercury's like, I'm usually up in my mental body, and Mars is physical. But Saturn's got a lot of wisdom. How do I make these 3 elements dance together well? Hey, that's pretty simple. Journal out what you want to say before you say it.
Yeah.
Mercury is so happy with a pen to paper. And Aries loves going first and loves being its own hero,
Yes,
which
it does.
is very helpful because Aries is allergic to victimhood. And this is a great month for you to get over any little piece of your subconscious that still hopes somebody else is going to do it for you or save you or fix you or, show up with a big fat pie because you're the best neighbor in the world and welcome to the community. No, you're gonna be like that little kid story. It's so very Aries. I love the crap out of this story. Who read Where the Wild Things Are by Maurice Sendak when they were little?
I love that.
That is such an Aries book because you know what? His mom said, Max, you're not eating your dinner. Go to your room. And he said, oh, watch me. I'm going to my room and I'm going to forget all about you. You're the worst. And so he had his grand adventure where he learned what happens when you make choices. He pretended to sail away in his imagination and he said, ha, here's an island and I am King Max and all these monsters, they're scared of me, but I'm their lord. I've made them all my servants and my friends and we're having a great time. And damn it, now I'm really bored and I kind of miss my mom. So you can charge, but you have to think ahead. And Aries does not always look before it leaps.
No.
Max learned, well, when you make choices spontaneously and irrationally and reactively, you're not quite the hero you think you are. And that's where Saturn is going to be your buddy.
Right.
Saturn is your life. Like, oh, do you think you're really going to eat a big meal and then jump in the deep end? Nah. You're going to sit down and wait 20 minutes and digest that food. Then you can go splash around.
Right.
Yeah.
Saturn's like, hey.
Yeah, Saturn does not have to touch the hot stove to learn don't do that. Saturn is your time lord of karma and lessons. Aries is the adventurer called I don't care what the lesson is until it does. So this is where it becomes wonderful. Now, we're going to have something monumental at the end of Aries season later in April, and it is called Uranus is moving into Gemini. It has been 7 years in Taurus. Uranus is the planet of unconventionalism and a little bit of chaos, but forward. Think of it as a planet that wants to have a revolution. The challenge of a revolution is the old has to go away for the new to arrive. You can't both have the same seat on the bus. So Uranus has been very busy in Taurus, which is the realm of certainty, the realm of value. If you look at the last 7 years, and let's think about it, let's do the math. Okay, 2026, 2019. Oh, what happened right around 2019? COVID-19. Now that has so many planets and so many elements that were part of that because it was a global pandemic and phenomenon and world event. But if you get into those inner planets, those personal ones, the ones that are in front of the asteroid belt, the first 5 that are closest to the sun, you'll find that you probably had your little world rocked around, here's how I handle my wealth, here's what I think is beautiful, here's what I consider peaceful, here's where I have my self-esteem and self-worth, and here's where I am receptive in relationships. All of that over 7 years has been pulled apart like a science experiment. Here's the hard part. Taurus resists change. Taurus is a fixed sign. Taurus is like a tree that has roots all the way down deep and goes, we're not moving. Don't tell me to pack bags. Don't bring me. I'm not interested in your big ideas. I know how to drop down and grow. Don't talk to me. Now we have Uranus, a planet that's like, hey, in a sign that's a little more curious. So this is going to be easier. And so when Oriel says, if people are starting to feel a little more exhale around all this change instead of, ugh, this is why. Now, how is this going to look for the next 7 years? Well, let's not get too weird. Degree 0 is the prep work. It's the spring training. It's not the whole flavor. It's you chopping the vegetables. It's not the dish. But starting on the 25th, we have less resistance to unconventionalism for the next 7 years around the way we think. We're going to start having brain and mind breakthroughs around communications. Hold on a second. There's a sneeze that wants to happen.
I know I'm sneezing all day.
It's so dry, and yet, spring is right here. And also around me. So don't be surprised. Like, are you paying attention that there's a changing of the guard of late night talk show hosts?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the best examples of media. We have people who make money off of entertainment conversations through television broadcasts. And we're seeing this rollover now. And I'm here for it. Here's my prediction is I think the era of the talk show, the late night, is probably going to go away. You know who was first at this? Oprah. She hung it up. She made a magazine. Then she did her own little TV show network. And now she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She's bye-bye. So that's perfect. She's out of there.
Yeah.
So what I want you to note as far as dates is I want you to make a little thing on your notebook or on your calendar, circle the 19th, draw a line to the 25th, or make a little April 19-25. Do not miss your plane around choosing. You may have some high pressure decisions where if you do not jump, you will not like being made to jump. Aries isn't playing, and Uranus and Gemini is all super excited. I can't wait to go off to a new college.
Right. That's next week. Or no, wait. Yeah. Is
Uranus,
it next week?
25th.
Yeah.
So Uranus is getting real okay, all right, Gemini, I'm so ready. Let's trade up.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Having a hard time.
Yeah.
You're having a hard time. What are my big decisions? Because you've been doing a lot of turtling. You're like, I don't want to look at anything. No. That's very Taurus.
Yeah, Taurus.
Your big decisions always fall in one of 4 pillars of your life. Is this around my health? Is this around my wealth? Is it around my love? Or is this around my purpose? Time's up. Make the high stakes decisions or flop and deal with it. And you know me, I'm not a bad news person, but I am going to be serious about this. Decisions can look like I absolutely slam the door on old crap with my family. My love matters too much. I absolutely know I need to start looking for a job. I absolutely can no longer pretend that I've got time to burn around checking in on my health. Or if you've had this weird calling to go do something, stop pretending that you've got space to figure it out. You're not going to figure it out. But if you miss your plane, that's going to be a shame.
Yeah.
Because nobody cares if it's complete or messy or not. Things are moving. Everything is such a moving target. Old systems aren't working anymore because they weren't built well. Don't be upset about it. Don't let your anger get in the way. I'm okay with this. All right, you ready for May?
May sounds good, baby.
May's theme, stabilization. And I know that's going to make you happy. You're like, okay, what comes after reinvention? How about some stabilization? You're going to have Oriel's favorite word. There's going to be a couple kazimis.
I love kazimis.
Yeah. She does. So let's go back, because I don't expect you to memorize every single astrology vocabulary word on the planet. A kazimi is a borrowed Arabic word where it basically says the sun is going to illuminate the planet that gets so close to it that you get to kind of borrow it like a jetpack. It is boosted by being that close to the sun as its job. So it's kind of like a little promotion.
Yeah.
Having a kazimi with the sun in Taurus early May. Your communication and your listening is going to get a lot clearer. Your emotional blah, blah, blah filter of getting defensive or wanting to react is going to be low, so that when somebody's talking, you can see them over there having their experience versus you thinking it's about you and internalizing. And that's what my first fan mail was about. It was about taking things personally. I broke down the wisdom of how we get in the mess of taking things personally, and then I gave you a prompt of what to do now that you know better. My fan mail. Now, in the middle of May, you've got another kazimi. You got Uranus in its final steps in Taurus, coming alongside with the sun. Uranus is technology, including your own brain activity, and it's going to help you with breakthrough ideas.
Great.
If you have been creatively blocked, if you've had a writer's block, if you've had a just like, I don't know what to do, you make a little date with yourself that middle week of May and go, I'm going to have my breakthrough. It's only going to be a breakthrough. I don't even have to try, because thank you, Uranus is going to have a boost from the sun called, I'm going to put a spotlight on everything Uranus and Taurus can do. And it's time for me to get real certain and real secure and know my worth and my value. Go. And again, that goes back to Oriel saying, people are feeling that there's an easiness coming through, and they're no longer buying into the fear circus of the news. They're starting to come back and go, funny, you told me that the sky was falling and it didn't. Versus, but it could. Everybody is starting to wake up. All right. Now the end of May. Hi there. The end of May, you've got Mars and Pluto in a little bit of a power struggle. Careful.
Oh, Mars and Pluto?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They're going to have a nice little square off at the end of May. And here's where it could work for you. This is where you get into your little Alice in Wonderland mode, where the queen was scaring the poop out of Alice, just like, off with your head, off with your head. So Pluto is coming to try and break down her psychology. And yet Alice finally says, no, wait, I've got ambition and action. This is crap. I'm not doing this. Find out where you need to wake up that you're in a power struggle with someone or something and exit. Do not lean in,
Right.
lean back. Let go of that tug of war rope and watch them flop, not you.
Yeah.
Now, this could be personal or it could be impersonal. For me, it's usually pretty personal. People like to get up into my free spiritedness and challenge my own autonomy. I'm not having a problem with the government. I'm not having a problem with the politics. I'm not having a problem with, oh crap, here's a bill. Oh! Sorry.
Maggie.
Maddie had an adventure and has been sulking. Now she's exploring again. And she's a Gemini. Curiosity is her middle name. But at any rate, so I'm not having this impersonally with institutions or constraints. I usually have it with, oh, somebody who's pretending to be my friend doesn't like me growing and changing. I'm not steamrolling you. I'm just leaning back. I can let you go with a lot less effort and fewer calories than if we sat down and talked about it. If I explained to you, hey, I don't feel like this friendship is being an equal exchange. No. I just took my toys and I go home. Bye. So that's simple. They can ask me questions. I don't have to tell them answers.
Right.
And who's been helping me learn that for a long time? Let's see if I can get the... Nope, wrong hand. This one.
Everybody knows how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, baby. Everybody does. If you are 5 years old, you can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yep. They know what to do. They know what they're doing, even if they're like, oh, I'm so locked into my subconscious patterns. Yeah. Well, you clearly think they're going to work with me. Bye. Lean back. All right. So last but not least, let's take a look at June. And then that's all I've got for you, except for, writing stuff.
Kazimis are awesome. I'm glad that we're going to have some
Kazimis. You got to, you know what it reminds me of?
That's so cool. Good.
Do you remember when you were a little kid on the swing and you'd be pumping your legs and you're like, oh, I'm not really getting anywhere. And then an adult would come and whoosh you?
Yeah.
Kazimis are whoosh.
Yeah, Kazimis are whoosh. I love whooshes.
Beneficial because the sun is involved and the sun lights things up. So be happy with that. There's no such thing as a bad Kazimi unless your ego is being a turd. Where it's like the Grinch, you're just like, oh, I don't want clear communication. I'm manipulating. Well, then bye. All right. June. June is exciting. June, just in time for great weather, is definition month.
Definition. We like definition.
You don't have to build your boundaries. You're just going to crystallize who you are. How about that? How lovely. We start with Venus going into Leo. And Leo is a very illuminated sign. Now, people will
Venus is going in Leo?
Venus is going to Leo. You are going to have a couple of times. You're going to have Venus and Leo in June. That's kind of a head Leo season. It's really, I will take Venus in Leo in Gemini season any day. Why? Because that's Marilyn Monroe energy.
That's awesome. Wow.
Here's what love looks like feminized. Here's what love looks like feminized. And here's what creativity looks like feminized. So we like this a lot. This is fun and exciting. This could come as far as you finding your humor again. This could come as far as you finding your playfulness again. This could come as far as you being like, oh, I think I remember once upon a time I used to like poetry. Oh, I should take that painting class. Oh, here's my drama in the fact that I'm going to turn the volume up on myself versus being dramatic and theatrical and a jerk. Venus and Leo during Gemini season, let's do this. It is incredibly Marilyn Monroe. It's very weightless, so that fire energy has some altitude to it. We want this.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to June.
Me too. That was
All right.
good.
In mid-June,
Take a haircut.
in mid-June, Mercury gets very busy. So watch your input, because Mercury is the messenger between the worlds. It's like, hey, here are all the ideas. Hey, here's your physical stuff. Mercury is going to aspect a bunch of different things in mid-June. That can get a little loud. I'm not going to call it overwhelm because you have your own capacities. Just calm down on how much information you're digesting. Because if everything is coming at you at once, you are not a good thinker.
Right.
I don't turn on 5 radio stations in my house. I don't need 3 different movies playing on my TV. I'm not going to be focused. I'm not going to be clear. I'm not going to be potent. So if it's a storm coming in of information, especially if I need to do something complex, I need to eliminate some of the garbage. So if Mercury is going to be like, pow, I'm with you, and I'm with you, and I'm with you, and it's like speed chess, and now I've got all my little dancers on my dance card, sit a few rounds out. You'll thank yourself later.
Right.
The very last thing to tell you that is overdue for some of us, Chiron, the planet of the wounded healer, the one who can take what bad experiences happened for themselves and help others solve theirs, is, oh, hallelujah, moving out of Aries.
Thank God.
And it was really hard for me because the thing is you have your Chiron return in your 50s where it comes back to where you were born with it. So you get to go back to high school with it. I have been waiting, let's see, about 4 years for this to change. When it came in, it said, I'm coming for any of your weaknesses around your identity and who you think you are. Now, I knew that a long time ago because it's in my chart. The rest of the world got to borrow that adventure, whether it was in their chart or not. So if you have had identity changes through health, wealth, love, and purpose in the last 4 years, that was designed.
By Chiron.
Now, the big thing is just because you have the health problem, that's not who you are. Just because you might have had some financial pain points, not who you are. You have had 4 years to answer the question, as if Jeopardy, double Jeopardy, final round matters. Who are you? And thank God you get a little break now, because for the next 4 years, it's going into Taurus. You get to heal your relationship to money from your childhood, from the people who taught you money. Of course, this is going to be breakthrough time. I will share a personal example. My parents pretended we didn't have money. They were very, very stingy, but pretended the reality was we can't. So I learned, oh, I can't. I better figure this out for free. Everything has to be free or I can't have it. That doesn't work well when you grow up and you become a jeweler and you're dealing with people's valuables.
Right.
Free and valuable do not work well together. So I am looking forward to any last little bits of where I think that it has to be free or I can't have it from my childhood programming, because I'm born with wonderful aspects in Taurus. I've got my Venus in there. That's why I went into jewelry. I believe in beautiful things that can be expensive and that they're open to everybody.
Right.
I have a tiny little diamond piercing up here that I bought when I was 20. I bought my first diamond for myself when I was 20 for $100. And diamonds are the most valuable thing in the world. I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire to play in my game. And I'm not saying I have to work with millionaires to be a jeweler. This is going to come, and it's going to gently, over time, clean out, where do I not feel worthy? And usually it's because money is a mirror, because it's the outside physical version of worth. Money is a scale, it's a language around what are things worth, even if we're making it up. I'm watching the world of coaching implode. Yes. Where, no, I'm sorry, a consultation with you is not $10,000 an hour. Because you said so. That's not worth. That's greed.
Yeah.
So
it is greed.
I am really, really excited to watch all of these. I'm just going to say it. All of these idiots who are like, I am a manifestation queen, and you can only talk to me for $10,000 for 1 hour. I am so ready to see their tires get slashed. I'm here for it.
Well, I don't want their tires to get slashed. I just want
really like I want that deflated. So there you have it. That is everything. And what I wanted to say is I have been ultra busy. No, that's not true. I have been very productive these last 3 months since I last saw you. I have been building out a website where you can sign up for my fan mail. It's free. You can have all my wisdom and my little like, hey, you want some killer homework? I got you. Or there's a page that has all of my offerings and my 4 workbooks. You'll be able to find what mini courses I'm making there. You can find a workshop. I'm doing my first one on the solstice in June.
Okay.
Or if you're like, hey, I feel kind of new. I know you work with people who are a little more seasoned at all this metaphysical stuff. It's a free resource page of everything that I worked with when I started my adventure. And I'm giving that to you. I'm running up the hill, I'm stealing the fire, and I'm bringing it back down to the newbies.
Thank you, Prometheus.
Thank you. So there you go. That's all I got.
That's okay. So this is, I've been talking, I sent the newsletter out talking about the energy wave that's moving through right now. This is the huge tidal wave. Okay. And you all might be feeling it right about now, like it is finished pulling back. It is starting to push forward. It's starting to expand. So when the energy waves start to expand, this is the best time for you to like really focus on like your goals. What do you want to achieve? And put your energy into that because of the expansion, the expanded energy, right? So like if you, for example, I write. When I'm not doing readings, I write. And so I've been really pushing hard for sell right now. And so I can feel that energy wave flowing through here. I know, and I have sold quite a few books. All the energy I've been putting into it has expanded. And so what you focus on or what you want to accomplish in the next 4 months, really focus on that and allow it, and keep allowing it, because this wave is going to expand. It's going to grow until about mid-July, and then it's going to pull back a little bit. We're going to feel like pause mid-July. We're going to be like, what happened? And then at the end of July, it's going to expand again. That's why I say this wave is a tidal wave. So it is not going to collapse or come in until mid-September. So we have that much time really to like achieve those things that we've been wanting to or that we've been working on, or that is an ongoing thing. So make sure that you're doing that. So here's the other thing too, is that a lot of you are really worried about what's going on in the news. Please, please just be present. Be aware of what's going on, but don't like sit and watch it all day. Go do something with yourself. Go have fun. Go ride a bike. Go take a walk. Learn how to put puzzles together. Do something new. But don't allow what's going on in the news to affect your life so much that you're turning into a couch potato. Couch potatoes don't have fun.
No, you know what?
So
That is not your fear. That is their fear, and you're
it's
taking
their
it on.
fear.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So don't go into fear, okay? Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Make sure you're doing fun things. Pick some fun things to do. The weather's gonna get better. I know the weather's already better. See, look, I'm like in shorts today. I can't believe it. Anyway, so you know the weather's gonna start getting better. Go out, go to a music festival, go do something in your community and enjoy yourself and just be present so that you can see what's going on around you. And if you have to go home, then you have to go home. If you don't have to go home, have fun. Please have fun. Okay. Okay. So that's the end of our show tonight, I guess. All right. So next week, I'm talking about curses. They come up again. So we're going to be talking about curses next week. It'll be very fun for us. All right. So please stay safe. Have a beautiful week. And remember, keep your heart open and align with the energy of love. We'll see you next time. Bye.